So Comey is being charged with obstruction of a congressional investigation and lying in front of Congress, making a false statement. It all has to do with whether Comey ordered or leaked himself stuff about the Russian collusion hoax. Okay? His deputy, McCabe, who now works for CNN, testified that McCabe himself, leaked stuff. All right? And it's murky about whether Comey knew it, but he had to know it. Comey had to know it. Okay? Now McCabe says, well, I don't know if he knew or not. Yeah, okay. You know what it is. But in order to convict Comey of obstructing congressional investigation into the Russian collusion and perjury in front of Congress, you have to have more than McCabe. Now, I'm going to play you a couple of sound bites here. The first one is the far left, as they always do, is trying to make Comey. Remember, this is the man that embraced the phony Russian collusion thing, got false warrants based upon false information, FISA warrants. He did all of this stuff that's not debatable, yet the far left, Eric Swalwell, representative from California, trying to make him into a martyr. Roll it.
It's an awful day for what's supposed to be a free country. This is a mad king picking off each of his political enemies. And I have to say, as a member of the Judiciary Committee, we're not helpless. And it's really a time to ask ourselves in Congress, will we shrink or will we stand up to him?
Well, Judiciary Committee is not going to do anything. It's run by Republicans, so Swalwell can run around and scream all he wants. Nothing's going to happen there. Now, this all has to do with Comey, as I said, his testimony in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee on September 30th, 2020, 5 years ago. Roll the tape.
Now, as you know, Mr. McCabe, who works for you, has publicly and repeatedly stated that he leaked information to the Wall Street Journal and that you were directly aware of it and that you directly authorized it. Now, what Mr. McCabe is saying and what you testified to this committee cannot both be true. One or the other is false. Who's telling the truth?
I can only speak to my testimony. I stand by what the testimony you summarized that I gave in May of 2017.
All right, so Comey continues to deny. Now, here's something interesting. You saw that Comey was on Zoom. He didn't show up to D.C. That's why he's being tried in Virginia, because his alleged perjury took place in Virginia. If he had shown up, he'd be tried in D.C., much more favorable to Comey. Isn't that interesting? All right, this is not a slam dunk case. The federal government's going to have to bring in people that point the finger, former FBI personnel, to and say Comey was involved with the leaks. And if they don't have that, they'll lose the case. That's how simple it is. Cold and flu season coming on up. We all know it. And it really is nothing to take lightly. So when people start getting sick all across the country, medications disappear. Everybody wants it at the same time. So it's very, very smart to have a pharmacy you can count on, like All Family Pharmacy. Right now, they're helping Americans get ahead of the curve with 10% off antibiotics, antivirals, other essentials. You know how important it is to have the right meds when you get sick, particularly when your kids get sick. You don't want to be going into the doctor's office, spending all the time. You want to have them at your home. So if you have a few months' supply, you don't have to worry. And that's what we're doing here. If you believe in medical freedom, okay, and taking care of your family, as I do, this is the pharmacy for you. Please go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Bill. Use code BILL10 to save 10%.